Hello, legends, and welcome to Blunt Force Healing Podcast episode 310. So, 310 days passed since this project started, and it's ongoing every single day with a blog post and podcast episode. Why is it important? Because the whole intention of creating this blog post or blog itself and making it a journal every day, as well as producing that podcast, was to establish some routine or habit, if you will. If you're a person that is very structured and it comes to you naturally that you build habits or you have a very planned life and days ahead, you have specific routines during your day, in the morning, during the day, and after work in the evening, then it might be slightly more difficult to understand why would anyone start the blog and podcast like that to do that. But you probably don't know, if you are one of those organized people, that there's plenty of people on the other side of the spectrum which are very unstructured and unorganized people, and sometimes these people are treated like I would say inferior, or people that might have not been taught specific, routines or being organized, but we already know it's not the case. Yes, you can learn being structured and organized, but some people learn it easier because their psychology and their character and the way their personality works is suited for that. It's very much aligned with that type of behavior. So that's why it's easy for them to quickly, like sponges, learn those things and apply them in life. But there are other people that have different character, and they really are unaware in many cases, in most of the cases actually, that the fact that they are unorganized is not a bad thing, that because they are dumb or they cannot grasp it, but because their character, their behavioral kind of um, shape and their personality is built differently. They are made, as some people say, to do other things better than those people that are organized. So you can probably quickly relate, if you think about that. There are people that are good in accounting, in project management, things like that. They are very good in planning, they note everything, they keep track of things. They are very annoyed when something doesn't go according to plan. These people are very good uh, for habits and routine building. On the other side of the spectrum, you have people that are fast responders, kind of very reactive people. They do not like structure per se because it feels unnatural, and it feels like they don't have breathing space to do something ad hoc or as they wish. So they tend to be unorganized, but then they have specific features, I would say, or skills that those people that are organized don't have, which is fast response, quick adaptation to change. And these people are very often part of teams like first responders, like um, people that rescue. And even though in rescue missions or things like that, of course, you have structure, that structure is not prepared by them. This is something that was shaped over years by people that are actually into planning, into creating checklists and protocols. So responders are given the set of tasks, they learn them and they apply them in action, and it comes naturally after time. So they do have certain type of habits, but they learn them because they like their job or they want to do something. So it, as you can probably sense, what I'm saying is routine building or kind of habits application, it's highly dependent on what you like or what you want to do. And that applies for both kind of sides, if you like. Regardless if you're more prone to proactive and responsive or adaptation type of behavior, or you are actually a good planner and person that likes to organize things. Because you like the things you do, or at least you tell yourself that you like it and you enjoy doing it, you can apply them as habits. And in my situation, I thought that I like things, or I kind of tried to force myself to apply habits or routines that I thought that will be beneficial for me. But just saying that something is beneficial for me without feeling the vibe of it is not gonna cut it. And it's also proven in many research around the globe about people that try to implement certain things on a regular basis. And this project is something that I decided to do because it's related to technology and it's related to things that I'm fairly good at. So I thought that after multiple attempts of failing and applying any habits or routines, maybe not failing, but keeping them for a very short time and just fading away, I decided to start a blog. And it was triggered by a simple concept of just writing something. And you can pull back to the very first day of that blog and podcast, and you can see that it was very simple, very cringe, and just really just action. And that happened for quite a while until it developed and evolved to the thing that it is now. And you can check the blog. It's link is in the description. If you don't see description, it's www.bluntforcehealing.com. It will take you to WordPress blog where you can find every day that I'm blogging and podcasting. This type of video content was very difficult for me because I don't like to be on a camera and I'm not good in, well, at least I wasn't good in speaking at all, but I guess over time you get a little bit more confident in speaking. Maybe not much better, but at least confident, and it all starts with confidence, I guess. So this video update is, I believe, 88th, number 88. So as you can see, there's discrepancy between the blog and the video updates. So there's 310 blog posts, 310 audio podcast episodes, but only 88 of them are video episodes, and they are very recent. So you can check them on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, you are on YouTube, you can check the other episodes. If you're on Spotify video, then obviously Spotify video has all of them as well. But if you're listening, obviously you only can hear me and there's nothing to really see. I just do video updates because sometimes I do them outdoors, and I know that there are people that like to consume content more visually than just, in audio format. As every day, after some introduction and some, I would say, value added content, I do what journal should be about, which is the daily update. And today's update will be quite short. They started very early with early meetings and back-to-back schedules, so it's never a good day. It was packed and it flew by. I don't even kind of feel what I did. It's supposed to be efficient. I did a lot of things that materialized in some tasks being completed, but I don't feel like this brings anything to me personally. Of course, I'm paid to do that, but on the other side, the day is ending now. We are at 21:23, which is 9:23 p.m. Quite late already. It's still before sunset in Ireland here on the west coast, so uh, it's a nice weather, very warm weather. But again, I don't feel any benefit for that day on personal side or on self-care side, albeit we were able to complete the family walk, short 3.5 kilometers walk. I would say 2 miler, and then Julian spent an hour on the soccer pitch because he had a training today and he has a match coming this Sunday. Outside of that, as I said, not much happened. There's a little bit more in the blog, I believe, that I might have missed in the update now. So if you want, you can check this out. So today's episode won't be super entertaining, but we'll see. Maybe I can manage to carve a little bit of time for myself tomorrow and maybe go for a quick hike or a cycle and explore some area that will be interesting, and I can share photos and maybe even video with you if I'll manage to record the video update like this, but in the field. For now, that's it. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate your time spending on listening to my daily ramblings, and I hope you have a great rest of the day or evening, wherever you are. Stay tuned and see you tomorrow.